Hello, ladies and gentlemen. James Billing here for those that love sound music and stuff. It's a shout out video today, and I'm shouting out about Fallout music group's Restrung, which is for the Contact player. So the point of these shout out videos is when I'm writing a lot, or when I'm working on one project or one album, I tend to gravitate towards the same instruments. I suppose I keep the sound palette, the sound world fairly similar for the project. And so I end up being inspired by certain instruments. Now, this instrument, Restrung, I've used an awful lot of. It's a string library. It's a sort of an alternative string library. It's all shorts. It's all shorts and marcatos, so there's no sustains and everything. So what I'll do is I'll show you the instrument, and I'll show you what it is and what it sounds like, and then I'll show you how I've used it in some tracks of mine. So this is Restrung. This is Fallout Music Group. I'm a big fan of Fallout Music Group. So these two instruments, Restrung, as you can see, and Trailer Brahms 2 for the Contact player. I'm in Contact, by the way. But on my quick load, go to Fallout Music Group. You have other stuff, which I've done some videos before. I'll put a video up above. They're really good, quirky instruments. And if you're like me and you like things to sound a little bit different, you'll love these. Okay, so this is Restrung. This is the first NKI. Incidentally, they've just updated it to now include an ensemble. Previously, you just had cello, viola, and violin, but now you've got all three in one patch. So this is the cello, and this is exactly how it sounds out of the box. What you see is what you get. You've got these articulations: spiccatissimo, spiccato, staccato. These are all key switch dependent, by the way. Pizzicato. Now, who doesn't love a pizz? Nice. Bartok, which is that slammy sound. Love it. Marcato short, marcato medium, marcato long. And that's as long as you're going to get. So everybody loves Bartok. Pizz. Now, as you can probably hear, they've got an element of they're not perfect, which I love. They're very close, recorded very dry, and recorded somewhat imperfectly, if you see what I mean. So they've got that individual sound. Incidentally, I think the update sort of included some extra samples or redos of samples, because there were some, and I found this, that there were some bits were quite out of tune. They were slightly too out of tune to use. But anyway, I still loved it. But anyway, so that's what you got. Now, the dials on the top, you've got a reverb, hall, room, yeah, dark hall, plate. But tend to use the room. Really dry. You've got a release. No release. Yeah, saturation. If you want more grit and compression, take off some transients. And that's it. Now, the other unique thing about this library is you can add an articulation on another articulation. It's a little bit similar to some Spitfire libraries, where I think if you press Shift and you press an articulation, you can add another one. But these are adding the nuances and the imperfections of something else. So let's have, I don't know, Marcato short. Now, above here, let's just turn the saturation down. Compression down. There you go. Right. That'll do. So, above these, pizzicato, Bartok, Marcato short, Marcato medium, etc., you have 5 boxes in which to add more nuance, I guess. So we're playing a Marcato short. Now, if you press this box above here, you've got the choice to add a nuance of spiccatissimo, spiccato, or staccato. Let's add spiccatissimo. If you want to hear what's going to happen to it, solo it, turn it up. This is it. It's that initial attack. If it was spiccato, it's this. Can you hear that? It's sort of imperfect, which I love. Staccato. It's quite quirky. I like the spiccatissimo. So that's your volume control. Let's turn the solo off. This is together. Let's turn the volume up. So what it does is it gives it an attack. Yeah? Now if I go to pizzicato and I want a spiccato on a pizzicato, this is it. Yeah? That's the pits. That's the spiccato. It sort of gives it. You can sort of create your own Bartok. Yeah. I mean, it's thumpy. It's fabulous, and you can do that on all of these. Yeah, and that is essentially what it is. You can create little chunky attacky sounds that you can then do what you like with. Now, because this is new in the update, let's just show the ensemble. So incidentally, you've got the viola and violin, exactly the same sort of things, but this is the ensemble, and they've increased the range, as you can see. Right, away from the bottom C, open string, to top C, which is up there. Right, let's go. Pits. Everybody loves the pits. You could do quirky adverts with that. Fun. Let's do Marcato short for everybody, and let's add, I don't know, staccato. Let's shove it up in volume. Ready? Let's saturate it, shall we? Oh! Let's compress it so it's not quite so loud. I like the attack. Saturate a bit. Should we put it in dark hall? Yeah. Let's just put it in the hall. So that is what it is, folks. So I think without further ado, let me show you how I've used it in quite a few of my tracks for this album. So as you can see, this is a track with, here we are down here, some restrungs, and these are my midis. Incidentally, I did this all before the update, so I sort of tried to create an ensemble, but I did independent lines for these ones. So I've got a cello on top and a viola below. Now, let me just play you the track without any of the restrung, just so you can hear what's going on, what we were dealing with. So this is the vibe. So that's the vibe. It's sort of ambient with a epic flavor, if you like. Now, what I've done with Restrung is to accentuate the chords, to emphasize the chord changes, to give it a little bit more, I suppose, to add to the groove flavor. So we've got a cello doing this. Let's just do that. Let's just play the cello. So it's just adding flavor. Yeah, now that's not the final mix, but I'll play it in a minute. And now down here we've got a viola, which I did actually put through a delay. So you'll hear a delay on it, but this is the bounced version. Now here's the cello with the viola. Good, you can hear that sort of slightly out of tune. But anyway, I put them through a bus and I put them through a reverb, just sort of push them back slightly. This is it. And then this is it in the track. Without it. Introducing it again now. So it's just adding that little bit of icing on the cake. Let me very quickly show you another example of another track. So this is another one. As you can see, the MIDI bit is the restrung that I've got. This is the track without anything. So again, as you can probably tell, I've just put them on the chord changes. And this was the contact. Again, this was pre the update, so I've basically made myself an ensemble. So I put it through Echo Boy. This is it. Yeah, I then bounced that down and I ended up with this. Here we go. I'll play it without, then I'll introduce it. Put it in. Again, it's sort of just changing the chord. And guess what? I did that with another track. Here's the next one. And finally, folks, I've done exactly the same thing on this one. So again, this is the track without any sort of restrung. Okay, that's without the restrung. And this is just the sound of it. This is just the sound of the restrung. Guess what? I'm just literally accentuating the chords. So I bounce that down. And then I basically put it through, where are we? A little bit of compression, a little bit of Echo Boy, and then shimmer verb. So let me just play these without them. This is it. Plonk. Yeah, this is Echo Boy. Let me just play, right, I'm just going to play the track without the shimmer verb, and then you'll hear the shimmer verb when I put it on, and you can hear the imperfections, just saying. But I quite like it. Here you go, without the shimmer verb. Let's add the shimmer verb. Yeah? I do like the shimmer verb. By the way, I have done a video just on the shimmer verb, link above. Yeah, I use it all the time. Anyway, so that's me using Restrung. I've used it so much on this album that it needed a shout out. So if you like this, give it a like. The likes really, really do help. So thank you in advance for hitting the like button and watching this far. And also, if you like what I do, please subscribe. You are more than welcome to join me on these silly sound journeys and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified of the next silly video that I do. Anyway, Fallout Music Group, huge fan of yours. Again, love what you do. That's all for me. Stay well, everybody. Stay safe. See you very, very soon. Bye.